Welcome back to Easy GURPS. Today we're going to have a little shootout spaceship combat scenario with our two spaceships here. We've got the red team and the blue team. The direction the D8s are pointing is their current heading. I'm going to use the two ships that I randomly generated. So the blue one is going to be, actually the blue one should be the ship I named the Blue Fusion. It's the slightly bigger ship. It has two primary laser turrets on it, but it is very slow. It has 1.5 G engine, but it does have 30 DR in the back end and 15 DR armor in the front, nothing in the midsection. Our red die here will be the Saturn's Escape. It is a size modifier +6 ship, slightly smaller. It is very fast, has 4 engines of 0.5 G, only has one primary turret, primary weapon, which is a railgun, which is a little more damaging, but it doesn't require a high energy system. It's not a power hungry system, so we had to go for the gun instead of the laser. We can run out of ammo with that, but it packs a punch more than the lasers do. The Saturn's Escape over here sadly does not have any armor, so he is smaller and unarmored. It doesn't look good for him. We'll see how this goes. He is much faster. We'll go with the exact same piloting skills and crew skills values for each ship. And here's a scenario. They're in a bit of a debris field of some sort, and I'm going to roll randomly on the cloud field effects of travel and for sensor. It's just this is one of my many tables. It's a D6, and we're just going to use the sensor shielding column. Oh, 6. -12 to sense each other through the field. Now that would be when somebody's hiding in the field from a distance or something like that, but as they close, I'm going to start drastically reducing that. In fact, I'll drop that to half at this distance. So we'll have -6 penalties for them to detect each other right from the start. Now, just looking at Saturn's Escape, it has extra sensors on board. It has 1, 2, 3 sensors, so it gets a +3 for the additional sensor suite. So he's got some great electronics on board. So he's suffering -3. We'll say they both have what do we need? Let's say 13s. Let's say they have 13s in everything. Their gunning, their gunner skill, their piloting skill, their sensors, all that. Okay, so Saturn's Edge is going to attempt to detect this guy. He has a +3 from -6, 13, so he's suffering. He needs to roll a 10 or under. Fail. This guy needs a 13. Or, 13. He needs a 7 or less. Oh, my goodness. Not good start for this guy. Okay, so the Blue Fusion has detected the Saturn's Escape, and he has not detected him back. This guy will pilot his ship. We'll say they started at a standstill, or they were at rest, I guess. He only has 0.5 G, so it takes him all turn to start moving, and he doesn't get there until another full turn. The G's will stack as we track them, and they can move a little quicker as they start accelerating. But as soon as they turn, they'll lose that, I guess. So this guy's going to be pretty hampered. He can't target him. There is no line of sight. We'll just say this is a 2-dimensional plane for simplicity. They can't see each other. This guy doesn't know he's there, so this guy will simply do a piloting check. He's going to move, he can move 2 hexes because he has 4.5 G. So he will ramp up to 2G, accelerate, and we just use this is my simplified space randos, tactical combat movement rules. You can download that nonsense if you're interested. Link in the description. So this guy's going to go 2. 1, 2, and his facing, yeah, well, he can't change his facing this turn. We'll just keep going straight, and next turn he's going to start into, he's going to try and change direction. We'll make a piloting roll for that. Next turn, this guy finishes his turn. He is now up to 1G, and he is, we'll say, yeah, he can move that hex there. He has him detected. Perhaps he may, I don't know if he'll want to take a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 hexes away. According to my handy range ruler I have here, 19 hexes is a -6. We've still got that -6 for targeting because of the debris field really interrupting people's sensors. Must be some electromagnetic anomalies going on here. Maybe some flecks of like reflective metallic substances floating through the debris field, perhaps really shielding the targeting and the sensors. I don't know, some kind of phenomenon. So this guy is looking at a total of -12 to hit. So there's no way he can hit at that range. So he's going to bide his time for the moment. This guy, on his turn there, his comms sensors officer will try and detect him. He needs a 10 or less. Still no detection of this guy. That's hilarious. Oh, he does get a +1 because the ship is slightly bigger and he's burning now. He's using the, but he still needed a 12 and he rolled 14. Okay, back to this guy's turn. He's going to change direction, and he wants to come this way. So he wants to change facing by 1. Okay, so he goes like this. So we add up these modifiers to the piloting skill check to turn. The size, sorry, not the size, but the G's of current acceleration, so 2. So we have a skill of 13, piloting skill of 13, -2 down to 11. Then we factor in the handling of the ship, which is 0, so no change there. And we subtract the number of sides, hex sides, that are to be turned, and that was 1 as well. So that's down to a 10 now. So we need to roll a 10 or less to do that turn immediately. Otherwise, it will just take a bit of a radius bank turn. Oh my goodness, the rolls are just atrocious. That's a critical. That's near critical. That is a critical failure. Well, nothing much terrible can happen there, but we'll just say we take the failure amount, and so I needed a, what did I need? I needed a 10. I failed by 7, so it takes me 7. It actually takes me a radius of 7 hexes to make that turn instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, 1, 2. So he wants to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Okay. He's working on that turn, and he will go. He's going full acceleration still. So this turn he will move. He'll be 4 total in speed or whatever. He's accelerated up to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's got to get to there. Let's just put a marker. He will finally finish his turn. Oh, sorry. I wanted to be pointing. Yeah, it was at 1 hex. So he's doing this. He wanted to just cut through here. He failed his piloting check so bad that he's got to kind of go out and fly around. This is kind of an abstraction to a bit. You can imagine these things are spinning and moving too. So he was getting too close, and maybe he had to bail out of the tight turn, and he's ended up having to come around. And that's it for him. This guy, he will continue accelerating. That'll put him up to 1.5 G, and he will attempt to turn. it's easier for him to turn because he's not accelerating as fast. He's got a handling of -1. He wants to change one hex side. He's only got -2, looks like. Okay, so he needs an 11 or less. Oh, he does it. Dice are hot for him. So he does it, so he immediately can go like that, and he's coming straight at him. Okay, back to this guy. He will add another 2. And we can get going real fast. Now he's up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going a little too fast, and this is where we get into trouble. Let's just say he goes 4. Maybe we don't want to, I don't think we want to accelerate that fast. We've got a little too much thrust. The ship's a little bit too hot, because I don't trust his ability to avoid this crash. That could kill him. Alright, now we're getting closer. This guy will try to make a, I'll try to make a sensors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's 12 hexes away. 12 is a -5. Not a heck of a lot better. With the -3, because of the debris field, it's a -6, but he's got great sensors, so minus, what is it, a -8 total? Yeah, it's a -8. Yeah, it needs a 5, I guess. Yeah, okay. 5 or less. Nope, still don't see each other. This guy, I forgot to add in his modifier for the range. So I'm gonna have to roll for him. He actually had not detected that debris field is just brutal. They're like the equivalent of fighting in, well, almost fighting blind. We will, on the next turn, I will reduce the effects of the debris field, however, because as they get closer, it thins out a bit. Okay, this guy's turn. He will now be moving 2. He continues to accelerate. 2, and the same path. 1, 2. We'll ignore the small stuff. We'll say that's in the background. We'll just use these big guys as obstacles for this. All right, so he made his roll. He failed to make his roll. Okay, so this is the next round. This guy is going to just blast right through into this if he doesn't make a bit of a course change. So, let's see, what do we got? We're at 4, we're really booking it. We can bleed that down to 2 if we put all thrusters to front. Maybe we should do that. We'll thrust down to 2 this turn. We still have the 4 though, because we're coming in at 4. So let's leave that on 4. He's got he wants to move. What is he gonna do? He's gonna go turn 1 hex side, and he's got a -5. He needs an 8 or less. Oh, and he does it. Oh wow, that's a nice roll. He just barely nailed that. Okay, so he is moving 4, but he wants to go down to 2. So he just throws on the afterburners in reverse, and moves 2, and then can do his turn. He can do his turn before or after his movement this turn. I want it to be, let's say it is, no, he can't. No, I had to make the decision to do it now in case I failed, so I had another round to do it. No, I have to make the turn now, since I was able to, and then I move 2. 1, 2. I'm facing this way. Now both ships are using turrets on top, and I believe we will say, yeah, we'll just say that they can target each other. The turret on the Saturn's Escape is on the front. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And on the Blue Fusion, he has a primary weapon in the midsection and on the back. So we'll say the back weapon cannot target. We'll say it, yeah, because the elevations would probably be such that you know. Okay, so we'll say they each have one gun effectively for this combat. Now, this guy will, he's not going to add any more thrust, and he will continue on his current course at 2. They both will attempt to detect each other. Let's drop that down now to just a -1 through the debris field. It's gone from -3 down to -1 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're 6 hexes away. That's probably thousands, a million kilometers each hex, perhaps. Who knows? We're not going to worry about that for now. We'll just assume also that the guns can reach these distances, as well as the sensors. Here goes. So we have -1 for debris field interference, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 -7 total. So they both need 6s.